Okay, well, welcome everybody. So I feel like there's some new faces here. My name is Melissa. I'm not going to make you all walk around and introduce yourself, but just tell me if you have been here before. You have not? No, and you have not, and you have not. Okay, very good. Welcome, welcome. So it's good.
Jack's no longer new.
And Jack is
I've never meditated.
my 51st date guy. So we are just kind of going through this month of transformation. I talked about this a little bit in my Yoga Nidra class earlier today, and transformation is painful. It is uncomfortable. Do you know what I mean? It just is. And I think about, there's that adage of when you see a butterfly trying to come out of a cocoon, if you try to help it, it will die, right? And so we have to go through hard things in order to be able to be strong and to be able to be powerful. And sometimes they're really uncomfortable and they really blow. And it just is what it is, And if we can, what I like about our community here is that energetically we can kind of buoy each other up. And I think that that's really important. And this is one of the reasons why I talk about all the time that it is important for us to meditate in a group when we have the opportunity to do so. There's a Rinpoche that Quentin and I, when we have the opportunity to go up and see, but it's way over on the other side of the valley. It takes over an hour to drive there. So, but I'm always shocked at how small their meditation classes are, because I'm like, this is a beautiful holy man that people should be sitting here and listening to, and he's not in town all the time. And so when we go there, I'm always like, where are all the people? What are they doing? And it's important that we do these types of things often together, because it really is helpful to your nervous system. It's helpful to your ability to be able to navigate through things, because we feed and nourish each other through this collective energy when we sit in a room and we can meditate together. It's very, very powerful. And it isn't something to be taken for granted. And I'm no Rinpoche, I'm just this chick in the poncho. I don't know, but so it's but what I provide, and my prayer is always that when we come together, that we strengthen. You think about the fibers of a rope, right? And one little part of the rope is not strong, but when it's all bound together, it's nice and strong, and it can do hard things collectively. So coming back full circle now on this concept of the hard things that we go through in our life, we have to remember that the only thing that you can ever count on in this world is impermanence, meaning things always change. They do not stay the same. I have a woman that she's my astrologer, Nestle, and if anybody wants her number, she's got she's brilliant. She's always telling me, she's like, Melissa, the sky is always changing. The sky is always changing. Things aren't going to stay like this. It's not going to stay miserable like this. It's going to be okay. Or whatever it is, right? The sky is always changing. Then I always think our frequency is always changing. Our vibrational frequency is always changing. The collective energy of the earth is always changing. These things are always changing. So when we're kind of in this whatever it is, feeling we're stuck in the mire, whatever's happening, and we're we can't move from it, just to remember that things are always changing and it will not stay like this. It will be different, We have ebb and flow in our life. The goal is that we leave each one of these hard situations better, stronger, smarter, a little bit more self-assured, feeling good inside of the body, feeling oh wow, I really overcame something that was kind of a bummer, and that we can reflect on it in that way. So that's the goal with the idea of transformation and how that moves through us. So last week we cleared all of our energy. Who was here last week? So enough of us. We're all cleaned up. Sorry, y'all. No, just kidding. So, don't worry. Well, I want to talk just a little bit more about what we did last week, because I do think that that's important. If you have an opportunity to go back, you go onto our YouTube channel. And if you guys can, subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can get those meditations. Paige sends them to you guys again the next day. But if you subscribe to it, then that's just helpful for us little puny weeny, teeny weeny little people in the, in the world of YouTube, which is like a big scary universe. I don't even know what's out there. But it's important to clear your energy from other people's stuff. We're around other people all the time. And again, just like I had said before, we're here to like strengthen each other and buoy each other up, but we can also kind of like bum each other out too, right? And so it's always nice to just be able to kind of clear our energy field, and intention is everything. So I was just talking to you about Reiki, and Reiki is just like, it's an intention-based modality. It is just, we focus on our intention. So if we can go ahead and with intention, I'm going to start coughing. Can you give me a bottle of water, Quint, and just toss it to me? I think I sucked in something. But if we can focus with our intention to clear our energy, then we're ahead of the game on things. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. And then we can be more help to people. We can actually transform without holding on to somebody else's stuff. And it's good to check in with ourselves sometimes and see if the energy that we're feeling is ours or somebody else's. I had to do that the other day. I was starting to get kind of like bummed out and tired, and I wasn't feeling very good. And my husband had suggested, he's like, you always tell me this. Why don't you check and see if it's your energy or somebody else's? And I was like, oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Listen to my own advice. And it wasn't my energy. It's that collective whole that's going on. And so when Jason and I, we were just talking about this earlier, the collective whole right now is a little daunting. So it's good to clear often, okay? So just watch it from last week's, you'll see it, and then you can do it yourself and then keep up on it, okay? All right, everybody, who has never meditated in this room? Oh, nice. I'm super happy for you, okay? So you're sitting just fine. Don't even worry about it. I'll guide you through a little bit more on positioning, but for the most part, it's good. So if we shut that back lights off and just the front one's just, like a hair. That was a really skinny hair. That's good. Paige, how is it? Is it good? Does you want it more?
Take my blue blockers out.
There you go. Yeah. So let's go ahead and we'll all sit up nice and tall. Have it so that the crown of your head is reaching toward the ceiling, but then your chin is tucking in slightly. And then your back is nice and long and straight. And then you can feel the curve in your low back. I used to call it a happy puppy tail. So it's kind of like that, but then I would like you to sink your sits bones into the cushion, and then that way you should have your head, heart, and pelvis in line with each other. Eyes are nice and gently closed. The forehead is nice and loose. And the eyes are, the four corners of your eyes are so soft. So you might even see a little bit of light come in, and that's okay. It's good to check in with your jaw, make sure it's not clenched. You can even put a little smile on your face. That's a nice thing for your nervous system. It lets your whole body know that you are safe. So you can have your hands folded in your lap if you want to. You can have your hands palm face up on your knees if you want to. palms face down is fine as well. You can do chin mudra with your fingers, which is just your thumb and index finger barely touching, whatever feels good to you. And first we clear the breath. So just allow the breath to come in and out. And so soft and so smooth. So be aware of the way the breath comes in. It's like really noticing the quality of the breath. Noticing the quality of the inhale, the quality of the exhale. Try not to rush through it. Just let it be nice and gentle. Notice how you can feel the breath in your chest and in your diaphragm. Start to pay attention to your heartbeat now. If you can, try to find it. Sometimes people notice it in their ears, sometimes they notice it in their neck. Sometimes they get lucky and they find it right in their chest right away. Wherever you notice it, just kind of be with it. So you may have one place where it's particularly prominent, but I'd encourage you to follow it to your chest if you can, if you have not already. I'd like you to just notice the feeling of your body for a little bit. It's just a noticing. There isn't anything correct and there isn't anything that is incorrect. It's just noticing these elements of the body, the breath, the heartbeat. So now we've gone from an inside space. I'd like you to start to notice the outside space of your body. Just what the temperature in the room feels like, if you can feel the energy of the other people in the room. Just notice the feeling that surrounds you. Finally, I'd like you to just notice whatever kind of thoughts have come up for you. And again, this is not, this is correct or this is incorrect, or I shouldn't have these thoughts or I shouldn't be thinking. This is just, oh, that was interesting, these thoughts, that's just interesting. And it's just noticing them, okay? So you can start to just focus on only your breathing again, as if we're making full circle, going back to the original key point of intention with your focus. You can notice if there's any difference in the quality of your breath from the beginning of our time to the end. You can let go of all of your focus and concentration on these elements and begin to loosen up your spine and your neck and your arms, and try to let your eyes be the last thing to open. Okay. So we look for things to be grandiose in our life oftentimes, you know. We look for, when I talk about transformation, that it's like it should be this grandiose thing. It should be like, ta-da, you know, I was a caterpillar and now I'm a butterfly, and, you know, I always think of Bug's Life. I'm an itty bitty butterfly. It's like so cute. Anyway, so there is this, sometimes things aren't grandiose. Sometimes they're not like this big, huge volume thing. It's the noticing. And so I would encourage you guys this week to really notice what's going on with your body, what's going on in certain situations. That's how you're going to make the biggest changes in your life, believe it or not. So it's, you know, I've kind of been on this like little journey with myself over the last few years, and I've started to recognize that I'm in my 50s. I kind of have vacillated with my health and how I've taken care of my health. I can go from being really rigid and really focused and really, really on point with it to kind of like getting a little slack, and which I think all of us do that, right? We all seem to be cyclical in those types of things. But I've noticed time catching up with me. They refer to it as the what's it called? The temporal horizon. So in theory, there's less years ahead of me than there are behind me. Maybe they're just in the middle. It would be great. I'll live to be a ripe 100 and something. And so, but that sounds like a bummer. But who knows? So, but you feel your body more. You don't heal as quickly. I cut myself now, and it takes longer for my body to heal. I don't produce the same chemicals inside my body that I did when I was in my 20s or 30s that like helped my body heal quicker, right? That's like that just is what it is. And so I'm much more aware of how like I have to be so much more patient. I have to move slower than I used to. I can't just race through things like I used to. And it's a massive ego check, like massive ego check. And one that's really beautiful. And so, but I miss it if I just keep plowing through things and I don't allow myself to just be really present with how I feel in all of these situations and my awareness of what's going on inside of me with each of these things. So this is my prayer for you guys this week. Just pay really, really close attention to all the little things that you go through and stuff. Don't miss them. When they talk about stop and smell the flowers, I mean inside of ourselves. Okay, like inside of ourselves, what's going on inside of ourselves. Okay, we have this weekend is the second Saturday of the month, so we have kids yoga. So if you have any kiddos that are between the ages of 6 and 11, we have our kids yoga class for them, and we have a new teacher. I'm really excited. I'm going to miss JJ, but she had other things going on with her kids, and it just time-wise it was too difficult for her. So we have a new teacher. Her name's Amanda, and she's lovely, and I'm really excited about that. Then we have, in the afternoon, we have Reiki Share, so it's a nice way to get a little tune-up. That goes from 2:30 to 4, so if anybody's interested in that, that's always nice. Then next Friday, Saturday is kind of a cool thing. We are offering a self-hypnosis course. We only do this like, I don't know, once or twice a year or something like that. But it's super cool because you learn how to work with your own subconscious mind. And so it's, really fascinating when you are able to tap in and like you have a goal or something that you're trying to accomplish, and you like whatever, drag your feet, or you're a procrastinator or whatever, when we talk about like positive affirmations or law of attraction or any of those types of things, it really starts with your subconscious programming, because you can sit there and say everything in my life is absolutely perfect, but if you feel like crap, or if you really believe crappy things like at your core, you're just going to get more crap. So it's better if you can like hijack your subconscious mind and tell it something different and positive and start to make real changes. And that's what the self-hypnosis course teaches you. That, among other things. Plus you get hypnotized 3 times. It's really, really cool. So that's next weekend. Also next weekend we have hiking club. And so that meets at 8 in the morning, Quint?
Yes.
Yeah. So
8 a.m. there at the trailhead.
Yeah, so grab a calendar on your way out if you don't have one already. Anything else? Paige, Quentin? No? We're good? I feel like you're thinking. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a guarantee.
Okay.
Is there anything else?
I think we're good. All right, you guys. So I will see you all next week. Thank you so much. Okay.
St. Patrick's Day meditation next Tuesday.
Oh, St. Patrick's Day. It'll be lucky. I'll bring my lucky charms. No.
Make the lights be green.
Yeah, the lights will be green. Come for that. Okay. Bye, you guys. Thank you. Thank you.